Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tony.
I'm Tyler.
I'm John.
And this is the Game Misconduct Podcast, episode number 39. Sorry, I didn't give you a forewarning there, sir. You've been rocking the stream for the last hour, and I just expected you to be all like, oh, I know what to do. So I'm sorry, I didn't give you a heads up.
I mean, more or less I do. I just,
You're just like,
we're going down the line.
Oh, Tyler. To be fair, the only other guest we've ever had on here was a guy named Elijah Longwell in Maple Mountain. Yeah, he worked at our work at 1.2, and we actually skipped over him right off the bat. I was just like, let's just not say your name, and then we'll come around and I'll introduce you. So you did good there, though. You picked up real quick. I'm proud of you.
It was maybe a 1 to 2 second delay.
1 to 2. It was good.
Yeah.
No, I'm not putting too
great.
much pressure on it. Now, Tyler is my buddy from work, fellow nerd, fellow artiste, fellow photographer, fellow videographer. He's a jack of all trades, and he's been talking about wanting to be on the podcast for a while. So I said, you know what? Let's get you on there soon. I tried to get you on here last weekend, but you went out of town, and then also Brandon showed up. So now Brandon has his kid this weekend. So I'm like, what better time than now? And obviously Alan didn't make it today either. So we're going to rock the 3 unit. So I'm really excited.
Happy to fill in for baby duty.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you are. That's kind of what I was trying to say. In case anybody has nothing to, he's just sitting in for Brandon.
Yeah.
So.
See, I'm like the bizarro babysitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where I don't actually sit the baby. I sit Brandon's place.
Yeah. That's like the Hollywood version. It's like, you have to go adult Brandon. So here's your Hollywood sit-in.
Yeah,
on
right.
the
So
podcast.
I'm really like adolescent Brandon right now.
You are. I'm happy to have you here. If you did not catch the Game Misconduct Podcast pre-show, John and Tyler rock some Battlefront. We'll post that. It'll be on the page, actually, once this podcast is released. So go over to youtube.com/Game Misconduct and check it out.
Yeah.
But today's show, we do have John News.
Hello.
As always. And we also have Tyler taking it away with the top 10. We did talk about when the top 10 launched that we were going to make all the guests come in and do one for us. So you get the honor of doing it this week. We also had another thing. Remember the Power Rangers game? That one didn't come to fruition.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to make every guest play Power Rangers on the Xbox
It's on that
One.
hard drive.
Oh, dear. Pray that you don't have to do that. I can't. No, that's up to Alan, and he's not here. Oh, darn. Yeah, this plays are in his tournament. So, but yeah, then I'll take away the third topic, and we'll go
You're
from
gonna
there.
take it away?
I'm gonna take it away. Not
So
right
there's
now.
Not one?
No, yeah. So there's no third topic this week. Just kidding. No, I'll have a topic on the third part. Remember last week it was a mystery.
Yes.
This one won't be that
it was
big of a
actually really
mystery.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't have that much fun things planned for the third topic today. Sorry, Tyler.
Boo.
Tyler, I'm sorry. You're Brandon.
I feel like I've been short-ended here.
No. We'll have to get you back, and I'll be a little bit more fun next time. But I just wanted to make that third topic more about getting to know you. So
Well, just like any old good summer in Nashville, we need kiddie pools in here.
kiddie pools.
Yeah,
because it's hot.
I'm talking about Splashdown Mountain, Game Misconduct, Ground Zero.
We do need that. So, but why don't we go ahead and kick it away with the John news, because apparently it is a big, busy week that we just were a part of. Go for it, buddy. We need theme music, Tyler. I think you need to make it for us. So are you up for the challenge? There it is.
Right
I like
there.
that one, actually. That's cool.
That is really funny.
I will replace that later with some 8-bit noise.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll be editing on Sunday, so
Nice.
I'll insert it in. But go ahead.
All right, let's do it. So I'm going to start off with some smaller topics we'll just talk about them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a thing. Is it?
It has been a thing.
It has been.
For how many years now?
A lot.
Was that
2008?
2008? So we're going on 10 years.
7 or 8.
11 years, yeah.
I think it was the same year as Dark Knight. So when was Dark Knight?
I think Iron Man was 2008.
Was it? Okay. I'm not sure. It's 7 or 8. I know it came out the same year as Dark
I think it's
Knight.
2008.
It was 08.
Was it 08? Okay.
Yeah, because
So we are going on 10 years for the cinematic universe.
They confirmed recently, because we have not seen this character in a while, that he will be in Captain Marvel, and it's Nick Fury.
Oh, no way.
We haven't seen him since Age of Ultron.
That is true. He was in there.
He's not in Civil War. He's not in anything else up until then.
Have you seen up until that point or no? What was the last Marvel movie you saw?
Maybe I shouldn't comment. I feel like I'm being put on the spot here.
Sorry,
Okay, for all you Marvelers out there, I think the last Marvel movie I saw, and I forget which one came out before which, but it was either the first Avengers or the first Captain America.
It was the Avengers came out after Captain America.
Okay, so it was the Avengers.
Nice.
So you haven't seen Phase 2. They're in Phase 3 now, right?
I believe so.
I think they're in Phase 3. So
yeah,
you got to get to Phase 2, bro.
I will catch up.
No, they're good. Oh, there's a couple duds in there, but
yeah,
for the most part, they're good. But yeah, Nick Fury's been gone for a while.
he has been.
Something happened
Nick
to him.
Fury was played by Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah,
right?
correct.
So is he returning in the same role, or are they casting
Yes.
another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's returning in the same role. That's what he's confirmed in. They have not confirmed him for Infinity War, but he will probably be in there. Why would he not be?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, how many people do they say is going to be in that cast? It's going to be huge.
So many.
It's going to be like the largest ensemble of just celebrities
Yeah.
in film history.
It's going to be very interesting.
I'm excited, though.
I thought that was very interesting, so I wanted to point that out.
Yeah, it's nice to know. I didn't know. This is the beauty of John News is he brings forth these things that I've missed somehow.
Back to HBO.
Oh, okay. Like
We were talking about HBO
we were
before.
actually before the slideshow was over on the live stream.
There was a time when a show called True Detective came out.
Oh, I love that show.
And the first season was amazing.
It was so good.
Did you see that?
Yes, I
did.
did. Actually. Oh, come on! Don't put me on the spot every time.
Okay, well, I'll stop asking questions.
And then they had the second season, which looked good at the beginning, and then it kind of
had an okay
Colin
start.
Farrell.
Then it kind of fell off. So they were kind of, where we might do one, we might not. They did kind of confirm that they were going to do one.
Yeah.
It was going to be the same writers as one, and I think Matthew McConaughey was going to have some kind of direction in it.
Some involvement.
They did, I believe, it's a rumor. Don't know if they confirmed it yet, but Mahershala Ali, who was Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, is supposed to be the star.
Yes, he's a fantastic actor.
He's
he
a
actually
great
won an
actor.
Academy Award this
did.
past for supporting actor. What was the name of that movie?
I forgot what it was.
Crap.
I know what the cover looks like.
Yeah,
It's
I do
him
too.
with
With multiple perspectives. That's going to make me so mad. I'll look it up while you keep going.
Are you talking about Moonlight?
Yeah, Moonlight.
That's it.
There you
Yep.
go. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
So
he's a phenomenal actor.
that'll be a good role. Well, here's the deal. So was the whole cast of True Detective season 2.
Yeah.
You had what was her name? Rachel McAdams, Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn, Taylor Kirsch or whatever,
Yeah.
Kirshner or something like that. So I love the cast in season 2. It just wasn't written well.
So are they pulling a reboot, or is this third season?
I think it's third season, totally something different.
Yeah, the thing that they do though with that show
I
is
guess they
it's
do
like
reboot
they
it
stand in
every
the same universe, but it's a different story each time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's part of it.
Maybe you'll see McConaughey. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I'm pretty excited to see him in
Yeah.
Dark Tower.
Oh yeah, dude. We saw the trailer before
that
Homecoming
movie looks
last
so
night. Man, that movie looks good. I don't know much about Dark Tower, or most Stephen King movies, but that one looks super flashy.
Yeah. Today they released a Netflix series of Castlevania that is animated.
You were talking about that
It's
just
got
before
pretty
we
good
started.
reviews so far.
good.
The creator of that, I believe his name is Adi Shankar.
Ooh.
He is also Ubisoft. Wow, Ubisoft.
How about that Ubisoft, bruh?
Has gotten him to kind of create an original Assassin's Creed story,
Really?
but it's going to be an anime style.
Oh darn! No Michael Fassbender.
Yep. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is.
The what's his name? Shankar has he produced a Dread. I don't know if it was the Dread movie or the Dread short.
Okay.
Then he also did the Dark Power Rangers short. I think that one that was famous.
Oh, that one was cool. That was on YouTube, right?
Then he's also done a Venom and Punisher short.
Interesting.
That's so.
I think animated would work much better with Assassin's Creed, more so than I thought live action could work
Yeah.
if they did like the whole Matrixy thing. But from what I understand from that movie, they just didn't. They were never in the Animus.
Yeah.
They were just always out in the real world, and that was like the worst part of Assassin's Creed. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys got this part wrong.
Yeah.
So
We'll
see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But based off what's going on with Castlevania, it's kind of blowing up, and so it'd be kind of nice to see that coming.
Yeah, I think so
come
too.
I'd watch.
You gotta let me know how Castlevania is though,
I will. I'll let you know.
because I know you're
They're
excited
splitting
about
it.
that.
They're splitting it. This season is season 1, I believe, and it's. I think that's. I forget what they call them, but like this season is 4 episodes, and they're 25 minutes apiece. So then, like, I think in the fall they'll release the tail end of it.
Oh, cool. Kind of like the Dave Chappelle treatment.
Kind of.
We got some of it now, some of it later. I can't wait for that third one.
Just wanted to throw this also out there from Ubisoft. Ubisoft has already confirmed a Splinter Cell movie.
Oh, they did that a long time ago.
With Tom Hardy.
Oh, baby.
That could be very interesting.
I am so excited for that. Please be
my interest.
And then a Division-based film with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
Why get the opposite?
I'm getting Jarhead flashbacks.
You go from Hardy to. It's fine. I like Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
He's cool. I guess he could fill a role in the Division universe. Division universe is kind of interesting, isn't it? Like a virus or something that takes out a portion.
Some sort of virus that they couldn't get a vaccine, and
they
printed it, or they didn't print it, but they had put it on currency, and that's how it spread everywhere. But pretty interesting.
Splinter Cell is going to work perfectly though if it's written well. It's not like Assassin's Creed where it's just totally different. If you just have a basic spy thriller story, and Tom Hardy's
your man to do it.
It's my boy.
Oh yeah, and those goggles.
Those goggles. I love that back in the day.
I don't know if I should go into this one.
Why
because
not?
I don't want to spoil a movie for our friend Tyler here.
Oh, is it a recent movie?
It is.
Which
I
one?
can just duck my head under the table if you want.
Do you care anything about Fantastic Beasts?
You know what?
Harry Potter.
We can do this.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, spoiler alert! It takes place before Harry Potter, and the stuff in Harry Potter still happens. So that's all. There's not much groundbreaking thing.
It's just spoiling the first one.
Yeah, it's just, okay. Well,
But
what do you got?
not too much.
I didn't know there was anything new from that this week.
They've showed they shared some details of Fantastic Beasts 2. I cannot talk.
Fantastic
It's gonna the Harry Potter.
Laviosa.
It's gonna be set in 1927, a few months after Newt captures Grindelwald.
Oh,
Grindelwald
that's
will
the spoiler.
escape and amass followers.
Well, apparently, that's got to happen because
Correct.
is it gonna? Him and Dumbledore they've already fallen in love at this point and broken up, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. So Jude Law is playing Dumbledore.
Oh no
Wow.
way! Really?
Yep. He's playing young Dumbledore.
That's cool.
I'm excited
And,
about that. I love Jude Law.
It says Albus Dumbledore is Grindelwald's dear friend,
More than a friend.
but Dumbledore needs Newt Scamander, his former student, to help capture him back.
Mm-hmm.
They will also return Tina, Queenie, and Jacob.
That's awesome that they're bringing Newt back because that was the question was he going to be in the next movie because it kind of wrapped up his story and obviously he wrote the book at the end which is in the other movies and in
Right.
books. So I'm happy to hear that because those other characters were really awesome. You should see. There's not much spoiler there because Grindelwald was talked about, and if you've seen the Deathly Hallows, he's a character in the Harry Potter universe. So you pretty much know what's going to happen, but this just shows you how it happens. So that's the beauty of that movie. You can spoil it, and you already knew he was going to be in it in the first place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it's just good to see some visual fill into the universe.
Yeah, definitely.
it's like if Star Wars actually had a good prequel trilogy.
Zing.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. Do you like those movies?
They're not the worst movies.
Democracy.
The Revenge of the Sith is a great movie.
It's an okay movie.
It's a great movie.
I can't say anything because I fear backlash. But I really like the Geonosis battle scenes. And
from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that was
Attack
the
of
only
the,
I'll give you that.
Attack of the Clones was like my two towers in terms of the prequel trilogy and like comparing it to Lord of the Rings. You know,
Oh,
what I
Two
mean?
Towers is my favorite one.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Attack of the Clones, it had all of the the clones and the Clone War, and we're amping this up, you know.
There were moments in the prequels that were great. I mean, they were just too few and far between, in my opinion.
Pod racing.
Oh, that was solid, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess Hayden Christensen was kind of like the phlegm between the teeth.
Yeah.
Of the-
Even up until the end when it's supposed to be the emotional.
yeah.
You underestimate my true power.
It was like you
He had the high
could
ground.
tell
Yeah.
you could tell that Ewan McGregor was like tip top form. He's like, boom, I'm crying, I am so emotional. And then you just look at like a straight face Anakin and he's like, you brought her here to kill me.
And then he like looks away and looks at the script and looks back.
Because it was on like a green screen projection in front of him.
Like somebody's like holding
Edit
it
that
on
out.
a dry erase board next to his, and he's just like, "Oh, what's
That's
my
pretty much
line?"
what it was. Oh God. How we get on Star Wars train? Oh, because it's Fantastic Beasts and Breakfast.
Because you said the word prequel.
And that's what everybody thinks of when they hear that word.
Common association.
That's our entertainment, not sort of video game-ish news. So we're going to start the video game news.
I love it. Hey, wrap up before we start video game news. Spider-Man Homecoming came out this week. We were going to do a review this week. We might still. I don't know. Depending on what you're doing tomorrow. But fantastic. Go see that movie.
Yep.
You have to see that movie. You too as well. I don't want to spoil it for you. Just if you are a Spider-Man fan, you deserved this movie.
Top 5 Marvel movie for me.
Top 2 for me. So just so you know, I haven't determined if it's number 1 yet.
Well, considering I'm probably going to spend the next 2 weeks watching Marvel.
Yeah, you got all the phases to catch up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would be a little lost if you went and saw this movie.
Yeah.
They start off with a bang. They start off with Avengers and go forward.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Got some catch
I'll
up
be ready
to do.
for it.
Sony's in the news for I don't know if it's their fault or if it's EA's fault, but we'll talk about it. So they had there was a posting on their official YouTube of the game Anthem. Have you seen
Anthem looks great.
the things for Anthem
Yes.
videos?
Yes.
It looks really awesome.
Scripted, but wonderful.
Yeah, it was definitely. They always do that with those social games.
They do.
Oh, he's checking in on the app. Hey guys, thanks for letting me join.
It's so casual. It's just like, yeah, no big deal. Whatever.
This is why I brought the rocket launcher.
Nobody talks like this.
Chad just showed up. He's at the loft in Brooklyn.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anthem.
Yeah. So Anthem. So they're showing their video, and people were kind of noticing at the bottom some of the buttons looked a little funny. So it looks like, well, it's not looks like they did. They had photoshopped PlayStation buttons on top of Xbox buttons.
Yeah, because they didn't release a PlayStation demo of that
They
game.
really didn't, and so that's kind of getting them into heat. Are they trying to false advertise by saying it looks this good on our PlayStation Pro when it really doesn't? Or is that something where EA was just like, nobody will see that?
Yeah, just do it, guys. Come on, mock it up.
Just kind of interesting to see because I saw the pictures of it. It's pretty bad.
Is it a bad Photoshop?
Yes,
Great.
it's like you can see the L and the 1 right over an X. Like it's not even. It's not even like.
They probably didn't even finalize it.
Oh, yeah, that works. Send it out. Well, that's good. Let's post it. YouTube.
It's like,
Oh my god.
YouTube money.
It's like when you got the slider on like the brightness of games. It's just all the way.
Oh
up.
yeah, you
You're
can
like,
see the black
wow.
image that you're supposed to barely see.
Yeah, like wow, you can see that. So it's just interesting to show because PlayStation's kind of getting a bad rap with their crossplay and their apparently being like,
Yeah, they were
we don't want to do
so
crossplay
strong for so long, and now all of a sudden it's like, but that's the thing. When you're on top, people pick you apart and figure out how to do it
Yep.
better.
Yeah,
So,
but they also don't do a good job of handling the negative PR that they do get. It's like somebody tosses them a fish and they just let it flop around in their hands, and they don't actually like wrestle the fish and put it down.
that's right. That's right.
But I mean, you can say what you want to about Sony. You like them, you dislike them. It's just
That's interesting.
Kind of an interesting little slip up this week.
So weird.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know a lot of footage in video games is like doctored or rendered, pre-rendered, and but like something like that seems so basic. You know what I mean?
It's pretty interesting. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
The Microsoft exclusive Cuphead.
Oh, I can't wait for that game. Have you seen Cuphead before?
No.
It is.
We'll have to show them afterwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
It's
show you.
super awesome. It's like a 1930s style Disney movie.
Yes, I have seen it.
Yeah, like a little platformer.
As soon as you brought it up to me,
Yeah.
the name
Yeah.
just didn't ring
It's
a
been.
bell.
It was supposed to come out like 5 years ago.
Well, I mean,
it's
it
been in
looks-
development for forever.
I mean, it looks like they've got a lot of animation cells to work on.
I would
Like,
say so.
They are freaking Disney.
They're just like,
It's like hand drawn.
darn it, Jimmy, do it again.
What if he hits the Y button? Oh, no.
We need more venture capitalist funding to get this game out on here.
So that the studio that made that game, Studio MDHR, owns the rights. So the first Cuphead will not be on another console, but Xbox and PC.
Interesting. That's cool.
They did say that it's possible that the sequels could be multi-platform, but the first one is going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Wow, that's a lose for Sony.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Except they're winning in the other games department. They
Pretty
got so
much.
many
True.
good-
They do.
Yeah. I mean, and they had to get at least one loss, right? I mean, they've got a Spider-Man game coming out.
That's okay. That's a
That
minor
game
one.
comes out September 29th.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's finally coming out. That's the big
Yeah.
deal, and that was big news from E3. So, can't wait for it.
Yeah, looks really good.
It is a unique
It's
game.
supposed to be very hard.
Oh, really?
Very super difficult from what everybody that's played it has said.
Sometimes we all need a little challenge, right?
Yes.
I would say so.
Maybe like a Super Meat Boy
Oh, God.
challenge.
Well,
I don't know if it's that extreme, but it's supposed to be pretty
That was rough.
intense.
Still haven't finished that one.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if I want to skip this. No, we'll go through it.
Just do it, baby.
All right. There was some Destiny 2 beta news came out.
Uh-oh.
I know how
Prick.
we love Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the beta starts July 18th
That's
for
soon.
PlayStation owners.
Oh, come on.
July 19th, the day after, it opens up to Xbox.
Let's just get it one
pre-orders.
day.
Yeah, so it's one day.
That's fine.
PlayStation will have 3 days of, well, 1 day of promotional, access. They get the extra day. Then there's going to be an open beta for everybody to download on the 21st, and then the whole beta will end July 23rd.
Oh, okay.
The first Destiny
quick.
beta, yeah, it is. The first Destiny beta that when the first one came out, they let you play all of the Earth missions, and then you could go up to about halfway through the Moon missions.
Okay.
You could go around different places. You could do the
They have all the equipment in
the
there?
patrols. I don't know if they had all the equipment, but
A good chunk of it.
yeah, you could go through and do stuff like that. They are kind of compacting this one. It's going to be one story mission, which is the one that we saw at E3, the Homecoming mission. It's going to give you the strike.
All around downstairs.
It's going to give you the strike, which we also saw at E3, and then it's going to give you 2 PvP, not maps, but 2 PvP modes. I think Rift and Control are the ones.
So it's a very condensed beta.
It is, and then so they pretty much said that's all it's going to be. They are going to open up the new social space, which is called the Farm.
The farm. Okay.
And it's only going to be open for 1 hour on July the 23rd at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
What?
Because Bungie wants to see how many players they can accommodate in one space.
I was about to say that has to be some kind of stress test.
Yeah.
That's incredibly narrow.
It is.
I guess that's what you get when you do a beta, though.
There will be no
fair.
shops or
Yeah.
vendors open.
Okay.
So you're pretty much
So you're just
going
going to check it out.
go walk around and maybe get kicked out of it and go back into it. And
How many?
walk
Do you have to fly above orbit this time, or can you just walk over to the farm?
you'll still have to travel, but they said you will not be going to orbit anymore.
Okay.
So if you're on a planet and you want to go to another planet, you'll I guess back out like you did, do the hold Y to return to orbit, but you'll just be pushed into a place where you can pick where you want to go.
Okay.
It's going to be I don't know if it'll be seamless, but they wanted to cut out the mission back to orbit,
I got you.
There's a
going
lot
to
of
the
time.
place
Yeah, it was just
above orbit,
And then
going
sometimes
back
you
in
get
there.
down there and you're like, oh, never mind, we're backing out. We didn't load. We're back in orbit.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be pretty interesting. They also confirmed that player progression will not roll over.
Yay!
You will get a special banner for playing
Oh,
the beta. And
that's kinda cool, though.
the game comes out September 6th,
that's pretty
which
soon.
is
That's very
two
soonish.
days before, because they originally said September the 8th, which was a Friday. And then they said, you know what, we're just going to release it Wednesday. So it comes out Wednesday the 6th.
Wednesday?
Yep.
Is that like an anniversary date or something? or-
I'm not sure. I think the first Destiny came out. It did come out in September, but I don't think it was September 6th.
I'm not gonna lie. After we played it on the live stream, what was that, last week?
Mm-hmm.
I might have to jump back into Destiny
Yeah.
again. I
It's-
get the idea.
It's not a bad game,
Yeah.
gameplay wise, and
It's super fun.
yeah, it just takes a lot of time. Which they did say that they are taking into account that people have jobs and,
I like that.
and social lives, and they don't want to
I
make
need
it
that.
as much of a grind as it was last time, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely of the older gamer generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
and
don't
with
have that
lives
time.
and everything.
It's hard to come back from work. You get off at 4, and then by the time you get home, you just want to eat and you don't even feel like doing anything.
I want to watch some Netflix and go to bed.
I'm gonna watch Netflix and go to bed at 8:30.
Because sleep is amazing. Yeah,
So-
if I was in high school, I think my head, like, when
Yeah.
that game came out, my head would have exploded
Yeah.
with the amount of time that I spent playing it.
Oh, yeah.
September 6th for the consoles, and October for the PCs.
Hell yeah.
I also want to throw a little more, I guess. That exactly.
Audio
Dice.
listeners,
Dice.
I don't
rolled
know
the dice.
if I've told y'all this, but I came across an article the other day on IGN that was talking about the Destiny 2 on PlayStation and Xbox One X.
Okay.
So they confirmed that the Destiny 2 version of, the Xbox One X version of Destiny is going to be 30 frames per second. They said they just couldn't work that
Couldn't
into
hit 60?
They couldn't hit 60. In the same article, it came out to show something about like something where they had tried to put 60 frames on the PS4 Pro and they couldn't do it. So they said, well, we don't really know why we're not going to hit 30 or 60 frames on Xbox X. We're just going to keep it at 30. They're keeping it at 30, so their home console to play the best place to play Destiny is your PlayStation 4.
And it's
They
not
didn't
the
want to
60 frame per second over on the Xbox One X.
Well, they're not doing that because they're trying to keep it 30
That's
frames
so
per second
stupid, man.
on both
That makes me
times.
mad.
Yep. So it's pretty much hindering one, but you know the PC version is going to be better than both of them. So
Oh. Well, come on then. If you're gonna, okay. Okay.
it's the best place to play. So you can't
I guess there's
make
neutral
your
territory
competition
over,
better than
Yeah.
it.
over on the PC. There's neutral
I love the
territory.
open,
I saw that and I
platform.
was just, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I know, yeah.
But
I get
anyway, let's move on from that.
it.
And
The
let's
John
go-
news is popping today.
We got two more.
Oh, we're
topics.
getting there.
I'm sorry if this is long and you
No,
were
man, this is
bored
great.
Out
We gotta
of your
catch up.
mind.
No, they're having a great time.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
good.
found out they don't have to go in orbit anymore in Destiny.
Danny's excited.
Danny's like, yes!
I'm gonna look at that later. Danny's gonna do it. Okay. Nintendo news.
Yay! I love Nintendo news.
Super Mario Odyssey. It's confirmed it will not have a game over screen.
What? That's a weird.
You will not get a game
Oh my
over
gosh.
in Mario.
Really?
Super Mario Odyssey. What it will do if you lose enough health, you will lose 10 coins from your coin collection. And they said even if you don't have 10 coins and you die, it's not gonna it's not gonna give you a game over.
You're gonna go into debt?
I don't even think that'll happen.
Just down to zero.
Yeah. So Nintendo
that's kinda weird.
Nintendo wants you to encourage exploration.
What?
So it kind of wants you to go out in these big places and not be worried about dying.
Nintendo has a hard on
Oh.
for open world stuff.
They
right
really
now.
do.
Well, it's been a long time coming. I mean,
Yeah.
I as a kid playing my GameCube, I dreamed of being able to do an open world Pokemon or something, and now I hear that that's being
Yeah.
made. So
Excited about
yeah,
that.
I'm excited for all that.
It's just an interesting concept. That's kind of never. It kind of reminds me
Yeah.
me of the first
eliminates
Prey.
the challenge.
The first Prey when you can
yeah.
never die. You just did the little mini game to bring you back to
that
life.
was- Yeah, shout out to Prey.
It's pretty interesting.
A new one is nothing like. I'll talk about that in the third topic.
But the coins in the game will be able to, instead of you getting so many and then it gives you a 1-up, they've kind of taken that out because there's no lives anymore. So you can use the coins to buy clothes and items for Mario.
Interesting. Gonna
Yep.
accessorize a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's some
Pretty
amiibo
interesting.
functionality right there.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Mario's changing. I don't know if I like that.
And then our last topic that I'm going to hit, still a Nintendo Switch topic, and it's about some interesting pictures that were tweeted by Platinum Games.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They tweeted a picture of a couple characters from the Wonderful 101,
Oh,
and they are sitting at a table with Switch Joy-Cons.
that's cool. I never got to play the game. I wanted to.
So people are kind of speculating that we're going to get a port from Wonderful 101 over from Was it Wii U?
Yeah, it was Wii U. Do you know what that game is?
I didn't have a Wii U.
Yeah,
so.
it was made by the guy that did the original Beautiful Joe. Did you ever play that game back on the GameCube?
Show did.
So it's kind of in the same, like, kind of, they got the little superhero looking guys. I don't know what
side scroller type.
I don't know if it's a side scroller. It's kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of people. I never played it. I saw some video and I heard it was really good, but a lot of people just didn't buy it because nobody had a Wii U.
Yeah.
So bringing it over on the Switch, that's great.
Like me.
It's one thing they
They
need.
gotta do that.
Gotta
They
get
gotta
some
bring over
games.
these Wii U games that nobody played because I'm sure there were some good ones.
That was the first photo they tweeted.
Oh, they have another
Also
one?
tweeted another photo. They had one picture of Bayonetta on the left side of the screen from the first game. Then they had her from Bayonetta 2.
Ooh, interesting.
And behind the first one was the coordinating Joy-Con, whichever one is over on the left, the red one maybe. The red background and then a blue background.
Oh, that's cool.
So also speculating Bayonetta 1 and 2. Maybe a deluxe edition bundled together.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Come
because
to the
Bayonetta
Switch.
2 was only released on
Nice.
Wii U. And that was a game, the first one was released on all the consoles except for, I don't even know if it was ported over to the Wii U or any other
don't know
at the
if it was or
time.
not.
But they were critically acclaimed. They were great games. Platinum
I'd
is known
love
for
to
that.
play them.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if it's in Super Smash Brothers, it's got to be,
It's gotta be pretty
gotta be
legit.
pretty big.
Those are, I mean, they're challenging games from what I understand. So
I would definitely like to play them. Like I said, Switch needs, like we've all said,
games,
Switch needs games.
just games. That's awesome. Well, thanks for all the John news
No
this
problem.
week,
No
man.
problem.
You did
No
your
problem.
homework. I am so proud of you, sir.
No, stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
okay. Well,
Look at
You're
this
embarrassing me.
what did you think of that John news? Put it down in the comments below. But yeah, that's some exciting stuff. I'm ready for some more
Yeah.
games.
Games.
But now on to our next topic, which is